I'm throwing you out, and if you connect, great. If you don't, then die for me. That's it.
Die for me. I command it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your yellow Pikmin that died. He gets 5 big booms. Boom!
Oh, no. No more of that. All right, we're starting off on Battlefield. Interesting stage pick. What do you think there?
Tri-plats. So, yeah.
That's it. All right. Our analysis is over. I see how it is.
Yeah, buddy. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I think for sorties, it's really good, obviously. But this can be, a lot of people think of it as a vertical stage, but because there still are the 2 side platforms, look at how much coverage Olimar Pikmin Throw has.
Very good so far. The problem is this exactly what we're seeing. Candle can have trouble landing if we do not have multiple Pikmin available. Swinging out of the corner there with the purple Pikmin, trying to get an up tilt. Mr. E not obliging with any kind of aggressive hitbox. Retreating, tossing out more Pikmin, and then we go. The purple keeping these aerials aggressive and disjointed enough to combat Mr. E sword.
Okay, got one purple. Looks for the hit with the up smash, but great shield from Mr. E, being able to avoid that and get the kill off of it as well. When you take him up to the top platform, it's easy pickings.
Yeah, that up throw gonna be one of those. Oh no,
the
missed attack again. Yeah, there we go. Max damage.
Okay, gets the yellow stick, but again, who cares? It's yellow.
Lucina, that is going to be a demon character off stage. Candle vulnerable without a purple Pikmin. No hitbox available on the up B. Already doing a great job just mixing up the recoveries now. Mr. E trying to get back to neutral. Back air out of shield. Has full stage control. Gets the neutral air back air. Candle in an awkward spot yet again. Has to rely on those purple Pikmin and just manages to drift away.
Love the drift there. Mr. E perhaps a little too overzealous there on the first attempt, but we run it right back with the second. Actually hits the Pikmin and extends into Olimar's helmet. So a little crack there.
Call that extra credit.
Oh!
Off the top with the red, that's great. Catching Mr. E trying to break tumble with an aggressive aerial.
Yikes. I mean, like I said, Candle, feast or famine, we're feasting right now, but we still are a stock down. We got more work to do. Mr. E looking pretty clean with the parries and getting right where the timings.
Red and purple Pikmin, though, at low percent. Look at the 74 already. We are threatening kill percent. A purple smash attack in the corner. Maybe we will get it, and Candle obviously knows that, already tossing it out once.
Can I watch that? No blue, so just gets a short-range throw, something you can actually build off of and connect and link into. So good stuff. It's that purple back air on shield. All the shield pressure that Candle has been putting on Mr. E, I'm starting to think is taking its toll.
Yeah, we're starting to see just staying grounded is Candle. We're not actually jumping too much at the beginning of the set. It was, I'm going to swing with this purple Pikmin, and I'm going to retreat. Now it's, I'm going to stay grounded, hit him with the 1-2, get him off stage.
60%, 65 with the stick. Now you have to, evacuate a little bit, get close enough where you don't have to worry about the poke through the ledge. Yellow stick, good passive damage. Now we're even. Candle, if you keep this juggle going, Mr. E might end up finding himself swept.
Candle's been doing such a good job getting these around these spacing options for Mr. E. The problem has been that they haven't been able to compensate for anything other than these grabs.
No way. Gets the blue. Gets the blue at the right time. Mr. E falls into the trap. It's the shield pressure, and all of a sudden you beat shield.
I think that's a perfect analysis right there, Nerf. It's forced Mr. E in the shield, and then finally, at the perfect moment, they had the blue Pikmin.
That's it. Literally at the right time. It's the micromanagement. You know your order like the back of your hand. You're ready for it.
Now, clearly, 2 players, masters of their characters, right there, Candle, they're going to be up 1-0. The question is, are we ever going to leave the cozy confines of Battlefield?
I don't know, actually, because, I mean, it definitely feels like both characters have been able to benefit appropriately from all the setups. Like, they've been doing top platform stuff, side platform stuff, ledge stuff. It feels like this stage has been pretty good, so why
go for the spike? Yeah, there it is!
Why not go for it, indeed?
Good stuff to Mr. E. That's the one angle the Candle can't really cover. You're not going to want to cancel your up B with an up air just to drift into the darkness.
All right, still the dare in neutral is starting to look pretty interesting for Mr. E. Doing the right stuff, getting that Pikmin off, going low, playing it patiently. I think Candle started to slow down the pace a little bit. Mr. E was happy to oblige.
Great grab, toss off stage. Now Candle, they're in a perfect position right here. We've got a killing lineup, just need one hit. Mr. E stays aggressive and gets the parry too.
Okay, throws out the sword just in case, but still have double purple on deck, and there it is, the poke through the ledge. You have to watch out. Even a quick up special like Lucina's has a vulnerability.
especially in those regrab situations. That's the problem. Mr. E cannot afford to find themselves in a spot where they have to get that second grab on edge. You have to keep being aggressive. If you're going to jump from edge, I want to see a preemptive hitbox rather than just trying to bait out Candle approaching.
I know, and Mr. E is actually hitting the purple Pikmin, but they're not dying. I cannot get rid of these little monstrosities. All of a sudden, have to get a back throw, try to get the edge guard, the quick little slow turn around where you can tell Mr. E is like figuring out, like, I'm going to keep you unsuspecting. Am I going to go for a back air forward or something like that?
I am really digging these uppies out of shield. We all know how quick of an option that is. It sets up for so much too, because now Candle doesn't feel comfortable landing and holding shield. Now it's I got to back off because my pressure isn't safe enough.
Exactly. Goes low. Candle not making a move first on ledge. Has to wait for Mr. E. No one wants to swing first here, but we still have to make some moves.
We talked a little bit about that whistle too. Candle, they've been relying on that in these defensive situations. And then the dashbacks too to give Mr. E more space to jump in. This is the defensive game plan from Candle. I'm seeing the picture. The problem is the execution. It just feels like Mr. E is a page or two ahead of him.
You have to be if you want to outsmart this character, I feel like. And as of right now, we've got the order. You can see one blue, one purple. And throw that out there just in case some insurance. Mr. E not bothered at all here on ledge, just throwing out every option in the book, even that up special, which is obviously going to get punished, but Candle, I mean, at 100, can we make this comeback in the same way that we did the last game?
Part of a reason why Candle's able to do that is we all know Marth-itis is still a thing. Lucina doesn't have the best kill options. You can't miss those techs, though. Mr. E selling out on the roll in. Not going to work out. Still solid damage from Candle. Stuck in the corner, tossing out these Pikmin.
Okay, landing purple. We've got a lot more shield pressure building. This is the problem. Candle starting to recondition Mr. E to play defensively. There's the blue.
Like, it feels like Mr. E's almost playing for like a timeout situation. Mr. E is retreating, not over-eager whatsoever. The problem is it just gives Candle more opportunities to build more resources and get the perfect lineup ready.
But to pull those Pikmin right in Mr. E's face and then immediately jump away, Candle, high APM play, have to do it, have to keep your tools at hand.
Good recognition from Mr. E. Up throw certainly will not kill at this percentage. Can't get center stage. Get another grab. Up throw there.
Yes.
And the DI check. Candle, even with that solid DI, a little bit of extra rage on Mr. E right there. 180 or so will do it.
Yeah, it's a light character in Olimar, so you cannot risk getting grabbed in those situations. You know, in the same way Mr. E lost game one, he's like, you know what? That's the winning strategy then. I'm going to do that too.
Candle's just been so aggressive in those situations. We saw landing with an aerial into immediately tossing out a smash attack. If I'm Mr. E, I've started to recognize that. We already saw a couple uppies out of shield, and then the presence of mind to recognize that uppie wouldn't kill in that spot and that you had enough time to get that grab. Purple Pikmin have a little bit of a pushback, but I mean, this ain't melee, but that grab range pretty nice for Marth and Lucina.
What can I say? Hey, it is what it is. She needs it.
Unironically, yes.
Unironically, kind of.
I mean, you know what I mean? I love my Swordy Slander, but Lucina does need that grab range.
That's fair. It keeps her a little dishonest. We need a little dishonesty to survive in this world. All right. The unfortunate truth comes out, and Battlefield is the stage yet again. Can we figure out, okay, we talked about the counter adaptations being possible in the last set. That didn't happen, but I think this might be the one where, for sure.
I am a little bit worried for Mr. E, though, because, like, we forget Mr. E got a relatively early stock with that down air off stage. I feel like if Mr. E doesn't get that, neutral has been entirely in Candle's favor. They have been holding it down. Whenever they get the opportunity to get center stage and Mr. E stuck in the corner, it is curtains.
Yeah, and even if you do get your techs, sometimes the tech option is not good enough. Candle says, I will take that.
Check out the damage from the white Pikmin, 44 already, just from the single latch, just about.
I know. And then there was still more off the blue as well. Like, you can tell, Candle getting a lot. Great tech into the up special. What is Mr. E? How do you know?
We got buttons. There is no pause here for Mr. E.
The parry as well, the extension off the Pikmin, perhaps giving you the timing you need. Candle, the youthful reaction time, I'll say.
I mean, still, though, look at the percent differential. You cannot underestimate Olimar's damage output. It is so insane. No. Like, any kind of a link from a Pikmin, we'll do it right here.
Yep.
Offstage yet again. This time, Mr. E, an awkward spot. Goes for a little early. Yep. This is going to be a regrab, but look at that shield breaker by Mr. E. So smart to backhandle off. Still
a little aggressive, even with blood in your mouth. You still have to do something here, Mr. E. I know. You're going for the haymakers, trying to give Candle some hesitation on these edge guards, but it's not enough.
pseudo ladder combo from Candle 2 there. They are maximizing the verticality of this stage, getting the jump resets on the platform, catches the roll through there, goes immediately offside. That's a little over-aggressive, but it keeps working out because Candle persists in trying to punish the up B and not respecting it. You gotta just hold shield in the corner there. There are too many options for Mr. E to just poke your shield in those spots.
Ooh, there's the blue grab. Instantly pulled and grabbed. That was seamless.
That's the thing. Candle, not only do they recognize the Pikmin that they have, they recognize the Pikmin that are
on
next.
they're on the docket. Like, you know the order. All right, double whistle. Okay, nice. Goes all the way underneath. Had to throw away some of the expendables, but look at that. Yeah, missed grab, and that is all it takes. Mr. E's going to capitalize, but almost 100% himself. Candle is just one good purple read away.
The problem is, Mr. E, this is the time when he locks it down, when the defensive game plan is really tight. The problem is going to be, can Candle get those 1 or 2 straight hits? Force Mr. E into the corner yet again. Need to make something happen here. Again, gets hit by the up B. Tries for a purple back here, but Mr. E's faded back. Lands with a purple yet again. Can't get the 2-frame.
So close on it too, though, but look at all this ledge pressure. Mr. E still is playing out of his mind, is jumping and moving so fast, but it feels like you're going against a sortie yourself because those purple aerials, just in general, are disjointed enough where you have to give them respect.
You know what we didn't see from Mr. E here? Any kind of an attempt to stay grounded. It was always, I'm going to jump aerial.
Jump.
I'm going to try to toss out a neutral air or a forward air. I want to see a little bit of respect to dash shield or even walk forward shield. Whenever you see Ollie in the air with a purple Pikmin in front, you know what's coming. And while you may not be able to punish it every time, you can at least gain some space. Marth doesn't like operating from the corner because those options are limited.
Yeah, you're right. And I think staying grounded is the name of the game here. That's probably why we're going to Hollow Bastion. You know, a big platform like this allows you to kind of keep your feet grounded. Even if it's on platform, you're still able to stay and use your tilts. I feel like we're just not using tilts enough.
Sure, we haven't seen a lot of sliding forward tilts to claim space or anything like that. Also haven't seen a lot of grounded side B.
Sure, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that is sometimes, it can be committal if you let it become your whole, like, strategy.
But as an anti-air, it's pretty solid. Right there, using it to cover the landing, that's exactly what you want to do. Allow your opponent the space to land in front of you, and then toss out a disjointed move that can deal 20, 30 damage.
Yeah, you need a move that has long activity like that. So something you can keep active and choose how active to keep it. So that is at least versatile.
The pseudo first hit neutral air combo actually not going to work out for Mr. E, though. Candle claims stock 1 and at a relatively healthy percent given Lucina's problems in finishing these stocks.
And that was off of a whiff grab. Candle went behind Mr. E and got that, which is crazy. So, I mean, the speed at which they are moving is definitely rivaling Mr. E. They're both, we talked about it as kind of slowing down, and I feel like it's speeding up again.
Already baiting out the air dodge, but cannot land an aerial. Mr. E doing a decent job trying to maintain center stage.
Nice.
Instead, tries to swing low, but Candle already had the jump in. They are now up and potentially forcing Mr. E out of this bracket on this penultimate stock.
It's true, and that's the disjointed nature of the purple coming in to give Candle quite a few favors. Mr. E still has to contend with all of these moves being thrown his way. He's playing defensively, but I mean, it's not like Lucina has a shield, you know.
I was gonna say, like, wait.
You know, like the other kind of shield. Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
Mr. E now trying to get this stock off relatively early. Gets the upbeat, keeping the momentum going, continuing to hold full stage control. Tries to get the back here, but again, the aggression from Candle. They have been on point with these rising aerials from ledge. Forward tilt, finally getting what you asked for, nerf. The damage continues to rack up on Mr. E. Candle, they only need one. A strong hit goes for it right there. Gets the back air, not going to do it, though.
Yeah, just a couple shield hits, neither of them finding the out-of-shield option necessary to make the game-winning play. We had to go all the way under there. No tech, but still okay.
Get the grab? No, the roll through, no Pikmin. No problem for Candle.
Exactly, because now you have all this speed, you have all this mobility. Get back in, and it's blue that's doing all of the work here. We got to get one read. Even now, the purple's still not poking through ledge.
184. This is a terminal case of Marthitis potentially.
Good.
Almost living to 200 is Candle. Now Mr. E has a mountain to climb.
But that was a great read on jump whistle. I think that was the patience for Mr. E that maybe will win out if he keeps it up. But 156, you're a hair's breadth away.
And we already have the blue and purple Pikmins available.
Okay, gets the parry. Can we get away in, though? maybe just a way out.
Yeah, please get me out of this situation, says Mr. E. Cannot get down from the platform, the hardest tech in Smash Ultimate. And Candle, they're going to take it 3-1 in a hard-fought set. That is definitely one where you go over to the TO and said, yeah, it was close, though.
It was indeed close. You know, Mr. E taking a very crucial game, too, and Candle just kept the momentum going. I think that it's a smothering playstyle that was definitely winning out against Mr. E. You know, even his best defensive options, you know, you hit the shield, you see him jump, he jumps again. Resources are burned here. We have to just go for the only option, which is to escape to ledge, and then, of course, the up air cover.
Yeah, it just felt like Mr. E getting stuck on that platform. It's a counter pick that I understand why you want to do that. Typically, Ollie can have trouble landing in those spots too. And usually with Lucina, with that disjointed down air, you can clear the space beneath you. The problem is, Candle was perfect with their positioning. Every single time that Mr. E was being aggressive on that top plat, Candle would back off. Every single time that Mr. E was just trying to land without using a resource, we have up airs available.
Exactly, and you missed the first one. Okay, I throw out another one. The amount of times that Candle was whiffing, but still able to throw out another move right afterwards, it's just coverage, and that's just all it takes.